Only you. So anyways, I hope that God is keeping you safe and sound, and you can use that blessing in time to go and check out our social media platforms. That's at Church of Uganda Family TV on all social media platforms out there. You will find us, you will find our handle. You can be able to communicate with us, and we shall definitely get you rolling with whatever it is you need. You can also like our content and also share it with a friend. However, before I start the show, I'd like to, of course, remind you that Protea Hotel by Marriott Ndebe is your place to be in case you are searching for comfort and luxury at its best. They do have a number of services, accommodation inclusive. They do have a swimming pool. They are by the lakeside, so if you want a lake view, they are the place to be. And also they do events management, where they host all kinds of parties, including weddings and wedding meetings, introductions, and all kinds of other meetings. Even if you are a company out there and you want to host a meeting, please do reach out to Protea Hotel by Marriott. Also, in case you want to stay fit and and plumbed up, they do have a number of services like the spa, the gym, and the swimming pool, as you can see on your screen. Very, very beautiful services that you need to go and check out. That is Protea Hotel by Marriott, located in the heart of Entebbe. Today we are, of course, with the Uganda Police Force in the house, and of course, as usual, on Fridays we get to discuss matters concerning our nation's security and how they are upholding and, of course, keeping the law and order as is their mandate. Remember, of course, during the previous weeks, we have been having our guest in particular. He was here, I think, earlier this month, and we were discussing how to report a case. If you remember very well, we talked about all those things that pertain to reporting a case, how exactly you can report, who you can report to, when can you report, and which offices can you get to. The discussion, however, stopped in the middle, which is why we are going to resume it. However, today we are also talking about security when it comes to the festive season that is ahead of us. Remember, we are celebrating the death and crucifixion, but also the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, which is Easter holiday. And of course, we have to be vigilant security-wise and make sure that we understand exactly how to protect ourselves, because, as the guests have always said, security starts with you. Security begins with you. However, I'd like to welcome my guest and then get into the show. Afande Mtira Simwe, you are most welcome. Please.
It's my pleasure once again. My host, Madam Carol, and to our viewers, a good morning. I am privileged once again to be here to continue with what I left unfinished.
Okay.
And I am glad that by the end of this show, our viewers will have a picture of how cases proceed up to their final conclusion.
All right, maybe we start with congratulating our counterparts who actually got hold of office in yesterday's reshuffle, or yesterday's announcement of reshuffle.
Yes, we congratulate our leaders, especially in the executive, the cabinet, and of course our sister security agencies, the UPDF. They had a change in leadership. We wish them good luck. We are here to cooperate with them to secure the lives of our people and their properties.
Okay. Well, it's a congratulations from me as well and the entire team at Church of Uganda Family TV to our new leaders, especially in the UPDF, but also not forgetting the executive, the cabinet ministers that were appointed by the President Museveni. Now, moving on to our topic, let's begin with where we had stopped last time. We were talking about evidence before time caught up with us, and I'd just like us to look at how important evidence is in a case. We have had very many myths, destroying evidence. We've seen stories in the news where, there was a crime scene and apparently the forensics team says, no, evidence was destroyed. And we're like, evidence was destroyed? How? You understand? So paint a picture for us. How important is evidence in a case?
Thank you, my moderator. One thing that I have to let the viewers know or understand is that criminals watch more of us than the other persons.
Okay.
So every time we are discussing here, they are very keen in understanding how to dodge being caught up with the law. So at times, you see the criminals are more advanced, they are ahead, they know how, if they commit crimes, how to go away without being punished. However, like you have asked, it is very, very important. Evidence sustains a case. And any case whose evidence is wanting, its life is cut short. Those are cases, sometimes the Office of the Directorate of Public Prosecution dismisses, or at times the evidence can be there, but maybe the way it was organized, you fail to convince the judge or the magistrate that indeed an offense was committed. So at the end of it all, you lose the case. It is very important because once a crime has been committed, we have been cautioning you, members of the public, to secure scenes of crime. Those scenes of crime is where primary evidence is derived. For example, if it is a case of murder, you have to lift the fingerprints from maybe the available objects that were used to commit the offense. You have to lift shoe marks. If these people committed, what could be their shoe marks? Because we have reached an instant where, especially in our local setups, where we have canine traces. The canine, you understand, the dog.
The dogs.
So a dog picks scent from the scene, it moves up to the home of somebody. But remember, the scene has been tampered. If the scene was not tampered, you could even identify the shoes which this person was using. Of course, you know, different shoes have different shoe sizes, and maybe the designs of the shoe sole. So if the scene had been protected, you can exactly pin the suspect to the scene. Why? Maybe the shoe, the appearance of the shoe sole on the soil is similar to what this person is having at his home or what is putting on. But also, even the shoe size, you know, sometimes we have some soils can lift exactly your shoe sole. And even if somebody sees like this, especially now, like most of these shoes with a lot of, like our military shoes, the moment I see a shoe sole, I know this is a shoe of a security personnel. But even when somebody has no shoes, like in a banana plantation when it is rainy season, even it does not need a dog, you see the footmarks of the person, you trace them up to their home. So it is very important, our dear viewers, to preserve scenes of crime, because primary evidence is where it is derived. Even here, every time somebody enters this office, they hold that handle. So if we want to know who was the last person to hold that, we shall lift some fingerprints on it. You know, we have advanced. The good thing, you are aware that we have a directorate of forensics. Its main purpose is to get that scientific evidence that even if you deny that you are not involved in the commitment of the offense, but science has proved that according to the fingerprints that were lifted on the handle of the vehicle, on the handle of the door, they are yours. That one is typical. It is clear evidence. It is scientific. You cannot refute it. Or even in cases of cases related to like environment, rape. When a person is raped, there are those vaginal fluids which the doctor extracts, and they can be similar to the person who raped that lady. So, but you are raped, you have gone back home, you have washed, you are something, you have spoiled evidence. We want to test.
So that's tampering with evidence.
You have tampered with evidence.
Okay.
So
it's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter.
I have gone deep now, but on a wider scale or at a larger picture, evidence is very primary. And criminals who are advanced, they have mastered on how to evade being linked to the crime scenes. That's why they are very fast to tamper with it. We introduce our canines to the scene, and it cannot go anywhere. Why? Because you don't know now. The person who wants to see wants to also confirm, is this person dead? Of course, under human circumstances, it is unavoidable, because this person could be having some, is not yet dead, is maybe in a state of coma,